Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelvin, and in this video I want to talk about coping and the fight or flight response. My last video I talked about yellow rocking and codependency, and that video broke 1,000 views, which I'm really happy and appreciative of. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. And we're really close to 100 subscribers. When I started this, I didn't really think people would start vibing with it, or however you want to put it, but I'm really glad that people are truly understanding like what this channel is about and reaching out, saying how it helps them. It really does mean a lot. Check out my other videos if you haven't. Like, comment, and subscribe, and put the notification bell on. And again, thank you so much for the support. This video, I wanted to put out another video because it's been a few days since I did my last one. I put out a couple of shorts yesterday, just trying something out. If you haven't checked those out, check it out. I think it was on yellow rocking and gray rocking. I plan on continuing to do that as I upload more videos. I'm still getting over a bit of congestion, as you guys can tell. I got my voice back a little bit, but if this sounds a little weird, I do apologize. I'm just going to keep apologizing, but I feel like I'm getting better, so I wanted to bring out a video for you guys. But enough talk, let's get into this video. So what is coping? I think in my earlier videos I really briefly went over coping, but I just wanted to get into a little more depth with it. So by definition, coping is strategies or tactics that can help you deal with stressful situations and lessen unpleasant emotions, thoughts, or behaviors. So this is basically when you're dealing with, say, a very serious situation, a traumatic situation, or anything that just makes you feel uncomfortable. Your mind will subconsciously do things that will try to help you ease yourself in whatever you're currently going through that you may seem uncomfortable. For example, the big common one is, say you're having a serious conversation with someone, or somebody calls you out on something that you don't like, but you know you did it. You just start laughing, and it's laugh coping. You don't find the situation to be funny in any way, but it's your body's way of telling you, like, okay, calm down, like, this is how we'll get through it. You might not know any other way to get through it, so we'll just find humor in it, right? And this is what a lot of people do with dark humor. Like, they will find a very serious situation, but to like fully process what's going on, maybe they'll make a joke out of it. It might be distasteful, but it could be the only way that somebody could truly understand what's going on, or what's like being presented to them. Another big one, and this is what I talk about a lot on the channel with enablers, is denial. Now, denial is really a way of coping. It it's the way, so like, people will not truly accept what they're going through. They don't want to believe what they're going through. I talk about a lot with toxic relationships, how you could the enabler could be, like, say it's your parents, right? One of your parents is a narcissist, the other one's an enabler. They know what they're doing is wrong, but they just don't know how to fix it, so they'll just be like, oh, this is normal. I'm not going to accept this situation. A toxic person, a narcissist, could also do the same exact thing. They could be like, not accept the situation that they're causing. They could just be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And that will lead to gaslighting. They'd be like, you dealt with it wrong. Why are you taking it that way? I never said that. So there's two types of coping skills I want to quickly go over, and I didn't even know there were different types of skills to deal with it. Like, I knew there were skills, obviously, to like help yourself with coping, ways people cope like healthy, but I didn't know there was like into different brackets. So I just want to go over that real quick. So one of them is emotion focused coping skills, and that's exercising, taking a bath, give yourself a pep talk, and meditating. So this is if you're really emotional in whatever situation you're doing. If you have a lot of of I don't want to say rage, but like, say you're frustrated or upset and you need to exert this energy in some way, a lot of people go to the gym or exercise. A lot of people say the gym is their therapy, and I could vouch for that too, because going to the gym and just exerting all this energy you have inside you, it's a very healthy way of dealing with it. Taking a bath could calm you down. Giving yourself a pep talk could make you excited to do something that you really don't want to do, or you can meditate, and the same thing with like taking a bath could calm you down. All of these could really calm you down emotionally, right? but there's just different skills that you can do. Problem focused coping skills is the next one. And this is if you're facing a problem or a dilemma, you could work on managing your time so you could use every single minute to your advantage and then just fully use your time to your benefit. You could ask for support. You could ask, like, you could talk to somebody who you're really interested in. You could have a support system. You could read books. You could educate yourself on whatever situation you're going through. Establish healthy boundaries. Made a whole video on boundaries, so check that out if you haven't. But it's essentially drawing a limit on what you can or won't take from someone that you think is toxic in your life, and create a to-do list. I think in my video of healing your inner child, I talked about creating a to-do list. They could just jot whatever it is down, and that way you could go list by list. And creating a to-do list could also go hand in hand with managing your time. You could allocate this much time to one thing and then this much time to another. So these are just skills on how you can cope in a healthy manner. So the next topic I want to talk about is something I believe we're all familiar with and dealt with in our life, if we realized it or not, and that is the fight or flight response. So by definition, this is an automatic psychological reaction to an event that is perceived as stressful or frightening to you. So this is basically your body, your mind telling you that they have a feeling you're in danger, and you could either do one thing. You could embrace it, or like just go through that situation right that second, and that would be the fight, or you could run away and your body will be like, no, this is like not okay to do, and it'll be flight. So you ever have that feeling of that gut instinct, right? The gut feeling, everybody says that you should always listen with your gut, because more often than not it's correct, right? But that's your mind really telling you what it feels like it's in the situation. So for example, a very less extreme example of this would be, say, like you're around the stove, you're using the stove, and your hand accidentally touches the stovetop. Right that second, your hand is going to push away without you even thinking about it, right? And I'm sure everyone is thinking about that time that happened to them. It's happened to me a few times. But without even thinking, your hand gets pushed away. So that's your body realizing that it's in danger, and then it'll just push your hand away, so it won't cause more danger. Another example of this is what adrenaline is. So this is when something will happen, and adrenaline will just go all through your body. That you could be like you're tired or something, but then you have to push through it, and this is your body going in the fight response. So say any athletes out there, right? Or not even athletes. Just say you're watching sports, or it's like the fourth quarter for basketball, right? The game's tied, all that stuff. So all these people, you would think they're tired. They're playing all this game. It's a close game, but they find this next gear that just drives them to the end of the game, and that would be the adrenaline, and that would be a fight response. And again, I use two really less extreme examples, but I feel like those are the best way to describe them. So to just further continue explaining the fight or flight response, it's also the perception of threat that activates the sympathetic nervous system and triggers an acute stress response that prepares the body to fight or flee. So that's just another definition of the first way. It's neurologically, if I said that right, it's your body telling you what it feels like you should do in that situation. If you're in a fight or flight response, you will experience an elevated heart rate, elevated blood pressure, and an elevated breathing rate. It's just your body telling you that it thinks you're in danger, and this is what you need to do, and this is how you need to deal with it. So I originally wasn't going to bring this point that I'm about to say, but hearing back the video, that I feel like I should bring this point and try to make the connection. So back in my inner child video, or I think the first video I ever made when I started talking about narcissism on this channel, I talked about how when somebody goes through all this abuse or traumatic experiences or anything like that, right, and they get asked about it later on, say years later, or not even years, it could be months later, maybe even weeks, and they get asked about it, and they don't know what to say. It could be because your mind, your brain is blocking out this memory because it doesn't want to relive what you had to go through. So in another way, it's going into a fight or flight response. It's fleeing the thought of trying to remember what that happened. So it just blocks it out of your memory. People who go through traumatic experiences tend to forget a lot of things. And I've seen this happen personally. So this could be another tie back, right? That it could be another subtle flight response that your mind is doing psychologically to protect you, and maybe you don't even know it. But I just thought that was kind of a cool connection to bring that. I randomly, when I was hearing this again, I brought that connection to myself, and I want to share it with you guys. I feel like it is really important because if somebody's going through something and they think their memory sucks, it's like, it's not your fault. Like, your mind is telling you not to remember that because it could be a form of PTSD. You suffer that traumatic experience again, and it could affect you mentally. And this is your body's way of telling you that you don't need to relive any of that, so it just blocks it out. So I just wanted to add that in. So that brings me to the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I would like to apologize if my voice is sounding a little weird through the audio. I was fighting some sort of cold this past few days, and I actually lost my voice like maybe a day or two ago. That's why I haven't been really uploading since my last upload, I think about 4 or 5 days ago. But please, guys, check out the rest of my videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and put the bell on. I want to just take this time to thank you again for all the support I'm receiving. Talking to you guys who are commenting, who are telling me my personal life that this is really cool that I'm doing. Honestly, this was just a nice little outlet, right? But now I'm seeing how a lot of people are going through the same thing that I am, and it's really cool that I could educate or make people feel seen, that, they're not alone in whatever's happening in their life. Check out my other videos. If you guys want me to do more shorts, I made 2 yesterday just because I couldn't record, so I wanted to do something like really quick, something different. Let me know if you guys like them. I want to continue making shorts, and I want to continue making more videos. Comment below if you have any specific things you want me to talk about, but until then, I'm going to just continue on this mental terms, these journeys I like to explain, and these topics that I like going over that seems like you guys like, so I'll just keep making them. Please, guys, again, like, comment, subscribe. Oh, how can I even forget? We are almost at 100 subscribers. Again, I am so appreciative. I didn't think that this channel was gonna grow in like the way it's growing, if that makes any sense. I'm so humbled by this experience. It's really cool seeing. We were just at like 30 subscribers like last week or the week before that. So seeing the interaction that everybody's getting, seeing the comments, it's really cool that these videos are reaching out there, if that makes any sense. So guys, let's get to 100. Let's just keep rising. I will keep doing this, and until the next one, again, thank you for your support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.